Hi, welcome. This is Babatunde and I remain your boy. And today I am proud to be analyzing scenes from one of Nigeria's most iconic movie, and that is Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe.
Who took the 5,000 naira I kept under my phone? Are you not the one I'm asking?
You have managed to give me food, but allow me to eat it in peace. No, can't I ever?
You will not rest, Dogo.
I'm not sure many of you will recollect that movie, but this is one movie that stuck to me from the first time that I watched the movie. I feel privileged, I feel honored to be able to analyze it. Like I said, that this is because one of Nigeria's greatest actors, who acted as Okonkwo in that movie, his real name Pete Edochie, is like a key actor in this movie, and I am very happy that I'm able to talk about this movie today. Bear in mind that Pete Edochie is still alive and well and is still acting, and I believe that this is one of Nigeria's greatest acting mentors, right? He's a reference point. He's somebody that I value a lot. He's somebody who's acting progress has been tremendous. He has a unique way of acting. Is very direct. He's very he has a way of portraying his character, and every time he goes on set for his character role, he nails it. He's perfect. He's somebody that I hope that if we have life, that I will be able to work with in the nearest future. But for the sake of today's event, I'm happy to be talking about this movie, Things Fall Apart. The very first time it heard in Nigeria, I was way younger than this, and there was something that I remembered very well, which I will like to start off with as a tribute to the performance that was rendered at that time. I'm talking about a couple of years back. So just give me a second. Let's look for that quickly, and then it's when his father is actually trying to praise him and try to get him to go fight another wrestler who is known as the cat from another village. His father begins to do what we normally do in Africa, which is to render praises to your son. You begin to call them some precious names that they are tagged or they are known by, and that's what his father was doing here. And his name that his father used to praise him is Ebubedike. Ebubedike. Ah, good. I don't want to spoil it for you. I just want you to listen to it yourself. So we see his father right here.
Everybody,
You can see the reaction of the guy. Can you see that? Beautiful. That piece right there stuck to me. I mean, all through while I was growing up, I kept on remembering Ebubedike, Ebubedike, Ag, Ag. And like I said, I'm so proud to be talking about this today. Today we're going to be looking at the misunderstanding, the conflict between him and his father, and how what they were able to do, and how the scene was able to progress, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So the first thing we see is his mother here.
Drinks, death. Your honor is that of your children, and theirs is yours.
Now, what we notice first, that scene starts off with a blocking. I love the way they were blocked. So you could see everybody in that frame. It was a long shot, a wide shot. You could see everybody. You could see the background. This is a village setting. These are huts. Like the decoration right there. I don't know if they put a lot of effort into it, but they got it on. This is how a natural village would look like back then. So fantastic. We're able to see the blocking. We're able to see 4 actors. We see the father, we see the mother, we see Okonkwo, we see the wife, and everybody is properly positioned such that they are all in frame, and we're able to see the heart, we're able to see the what do you call that stuff, that stuff you take using drinking palm wine. I will put it on the screen for you to see, but we're able to see all of these details, and that is great. I want to encourage you that try as much as possible to block your actors. Position everybody in such a way that it's beautiful to the eye. Position everybody in such a way that we're able to see detail. Position everybody in such a way that we're able to know who is more important in the scene or who is less important in the scene. The person who is important in the scene, give them like more pronounced position in the blocking, such that by looking we know who is who and who is doing what. Okay, so let's go on.
It is because you did not want to know. Not.
I want to quickly apologize for the quality of the video. Like I said, this is the original video that was played while I was growing up, so the quality is not as you know, I got this off of reference materials from YouTube, so the quality is not as sharp as it should be, so we cannot actually see, sometimes we do not actually see their face, but we can hear the voice, and that's fine. But what I would want to say is, so the way the shots, you know, are used to tell the story during dialogue is not proper. Like right now we see this woman was the wife of this man trying to scold the husband for being lazy and always playing flute. He doesn't do nothing but play flute. Excuse me. And that's all he does. But now, because she is no longer addressing the entire family but addressing her husband, this shot would have been better with an over the shoulder or a close up of both of them or something. A long shot for both of them like this, and with the way the man is sitting down and the woman is standing up, it's at least we understand what they're doing. But does it look good to your eye? Does it look beautiful? Right? You need to be able to do it in such a way that it's pleasing to the eye, and draw closer, because this woman is being emotional right here, and we need to see that by what we see in our shots. Okay, but apart from that, it's fantastic. I love this movie. I don't care, I love this movie. Okay, so I'm gonna be a little bit, you know, on the side of it, because this is one, like I said, one of Nigeria's greatest movies ever made. This is one of the best scripts that I've ever seen turned into a movie.
Older
Alright, so
and
let's go ahead.
wiser. Eh? Okonkwo, my son. Youth can be proud and empty, but anger must not.
Two things I want to say quickly. First is I love the way the language is being used. You know, it's a normal thing back home that when people are talking, we use what we call proverbs. In this part of the world, yes, something similar to what you call a subtext. Okay, for example, if you want to pass across a meaning, if you want to say something and you don't want to say it direct, you can if you want to warn somebody, for example, you can say you can say you know. So that's, you know, some of these things you cannot translate using the English language, but it's a way of saying something indirectly using a proverb. For example, you say, if you see a black goat, you know, running, you wake up in the morning and the first thing you see is a black goat running in the morning, right? It is either the goat is pursuing something or the goat is running from something. So that's what she's trying to do here. She's trying to use those kind of proverbs to pass across the meaning, and this is one of the richness of the African culture, right? So I'm hearing that, I'm just so happy hearing it. All right. The second thing I want to say is that it does look like they are acting. This does look like a stage play. So I want to encourage actors and the directors who put them in front of camera that as much as possible, try to make your actors comfortable. When an actor is not comfortable, when they perform, it will look like a stage play. It will look like they're acting. It will look like they're reading a script. It's not natural, and what you want to do is make the performance as natural as possible. I want to watch this movie and know that there's no acting. I want to feel like there's no acting. You understand what I mean? I don't want to watch this movie and then see acting. You get what I mean? It should be flawless. It should be natural. It should be something I can relate with. I don't want, you to be in front of watching you, and then I can sense that they're actually acting, right? So that's what you see all through this movie. But Okonkwo sometimes, did it too. You feel he's acting. That's Pitidoche, like he's acting, but he's still able to carry you along in such a way that that this guy knows what he's doing. Okay, so let's go on.
And wiser. Eh? Okonkwo.
Now, this insert right here is totally unnecessary. I have no idea. Let me just play back a little bit.
Are you going to grow older
Watch.
and wiser? Eh?
See?
Okonkwo, my son.
She's not doing nothing.
Youth can be proud and empty.
You see what I'm saying? That insert right there, useless, unnecessary. You don't need to put that right there. It has done nothing. It has totally done nothing. Okay? So she's talking to the husband. You cut into that insert, doing nothing. And then you cut back to this wide shot where we now see everybody properly blocked. You can see the man. You can see Okonkwo's wife at the left, extreme left of our screen, the back left. You can see Okonkwo and his mother. In the foreground of this frame, you can see the father at the right, at the back, the right frame, and you can see all of them properly. You can see detail, and you can see all of them concentrated on the discussion between Okonkwo and his mother. Beautiful. This is beautiful blocking. Beautiful, fantastic. And for them to be able to do this back then, kudos. A lot of movies we watch now, they don't even know what this is, and this is what makes it beautiful. You can see the position in the way they're standing. It's pleasing to the eye. You want to watch. You're also you are involved in this because you feel like, yes, I can see everybody and I'm able to see everything just by looking at this frame. And that is what we're talking about when it comes to blocking. Let's go on.
Okonkwo, my son. Youth can be proud and empty.
Did you see that? Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That's what I said about the use of proverbs, to pass across the meaning. She said, youths can be proud and empty, but anger should not stand in the way of wisdom. Let's play that again. I love that. Unnecessary insert.
My son. Youth can be proud and empty, but anger must not stand in the way of wisdom.
Fantastic.
You never shall talk to your father again like that, for he shall always remain father to you. Okonkwo, that flute gave us life. It gave us hope.
See that? Beautiful.
Food, shelter, and whatever little honor.
My body's just tingling. I feel, the goosebumps. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. She's admonishing him.